mic on. Alright. Hello, everybody, and welcome to our weekly live stream, episode number 58. Today, as you can probably tell, we are playing The Elder Scrolls Online. And as I said yesterday, we're probably going to get updates about the newest release that they had, Greymoor. Let's see. Not enabled on your account. Alright, we are not going to do that just yet because I don't want to buy it on stream. So we'll skip that for now. And as always, as it said, we can upgrade. I may do it later. I'll see what the price is of it. If it's not too expensive, I'll grab it for the next time we play. Though I always like to play through things before we dive into it on screen. It makes life a little easier and that. But that's why initially I did when The Outer Worlds came out, and that I didn't automatically go and live stream it like a lot of people did. I wanted to get a feel for the game, the controls. I do enough of that figuring out stuff, jumping back into games that I haven't played in the longest time, and I don't want to do it with a brand new game. So I think we're going to continue with this character as we're playing the Dark Brotherhood with her. She was, I think, the first character that I created. No, she was the second one. She was the first one that I created, and I was still getting used to the builds and loadouts and that, and she's not quite perfect. This is the one that we created when the other update came out that introduced us to be able to brought us to the Khajiit homeworld and the Necromancer. I don't remember what this character was. That may have been me just playing around. But I know this was the character that I created after learning from the other. I think she was the first one, she was the second, as I learned better. She was the third one, after learning how the build outs worked and that. And this is a much better character than the other two. I just don't have the heart to delete the other two yet. But I've got plenty of character space. I've got 4 out of 9 characters, so. Right, so let's dive in and load before it logs me out for being idle. And we'll see where we left off with her from the last time. Oh yeah. We may have the next Outer Worlds video out this coming week. I don't know. I haven't edited it yet. I may get to that later today. I may not. But we'll see. But more likely, probably. I may or may not. I don't know. It depends on how I feel after this, and then during the week if I want to sit for the couple hours that I need to edit it, because it's not an easy edit compared to the other ones. I had a couple oopses in it, so it is a bit of a longer edit than normal. Where all the other ones all the previous episodes I didn't have any oopses where I died or did something stupid and died. And that they were pretty much straightforward playthroughs, and the entire video is actually what I did. No cutting, no cutouts or anything. Why did it send me out if I need to go back? I am so confused. I hate the mapping thing. Oh, you need to go this way. And then it's like, oh, nope, you gotta go back that way. spend most of your time playing, trying to figure out where exactly you have to go. Below. I've got these weird... Oh, these are wasps. If we can avoid them. Volume seemed a little low. Where do I have to go? Oh, I'm way... Okay, now I know why it sent me. Okay, that'll work. That's why it sent me out the gate first time, because I gotta go another part of the map. Oh, I can turn that off. And I put a button so I remember. There you go. At least I remembered now to do it, not at the end of the video to notify my Twitter followers that, hey, I'm streaming. Oh, wait. Dang it. Not cool. I thought it was gonna... Alright. So... we need to get to the road.
There you are. It's about time you got here.
No.
Where have you been? I've been waiting for you to arrive for days now. Hold on. Are you all they sent?
I'm not sure what you're talking about. Maybe you should start from the beginning.
Didn't the Tribunal send you? Well, no matter. I'm just glad you're here. This is Circa Mora, the Cirque. The Lotus Plague reached us right before the Malborn arrived. They claim they're here to help, but I don't trust them.
What can I do to help?
In all the confusion, I'm embarrassed to admit that I lost track of my brother, Dithesum. He's the town consul. Yesterday he went to check on the townsfolk afflicted by the plague, but he's disappeared. Can you help me find my brother?
I'll help you find your brother.
Someone in town must know what happened to Dithesum. He loves to visit and chat with all of our neighbors. Come on. The sooner we find my brother, the sooner I can start thinking about dealing with the plague.
Can I ask you a few questions?
Oh, by Bavek! Where are my manners, of course? That's the least I can do since you agreed to help me find my brother. What would you like to know?
You called your brother the town council. What does that mean?
As the ranking member of House Redoran in this town, he's more or less the one in charge. He's good at it too. The townsfolk look to him for leadership and advice. And truth be told, so do I.
Alright, who are the Melbourne?
The Molborn. They're a fairly new sect, as far as I can tell. Part mercenary group, part compassionate charity. They've been helping those afflicted by the plague. They showed up here and set up a quarantine, and now they claim they have a cure.
Where did the Melbourne come from?
They have members from across Morrowind, and they're always looking for new recruits. I heard one of them speak in Kraganmore. Lot of nonsense, if you ask me. Nostrum Breva is in charge of the quarantine, and she's the one handing out the curative.
Tell me about the plague.
You haven't heard about the Lotus Plague? People get sick, turn violent. Some claim they become monsters, but I haven't seen it. At least not yet. The Molborn have a cure. They promised to fix this. That's why we let them set up their quarantine.
Alright. Jeff will work on this one.
By the three, this place smells terrible.
Oh, that's lovely.
Oh, look at me. I'm a terrible mess. You really must excuse my dreadful appearance. I haven't been feeling very well lately. By the way, you haven't seen Nostrum Breva, have you? She promised to bring me more of the Molborn curative.
I'm afraid not. We're looking for whatever his name is. Have you seen him?
Dithesum.
Bethlehem.
The town consul? Such a nice young man. Why, I do recall that he came to see me yesterday. He said he had other townsfolk to check on, but that he would bring me a curative as soon as he could.
What do you know about this Malborn curative?
The curative? Remarkable stuff. Tastes awful, but wipes the plague right out of your system. One of those delightful Malborn gave me one a few days ago. Nostrum Breva, she called herself. But I think I need another dosage.
Can I ask you something else?
I may be ill and bedraggled, but I still have my manners. What would you like to know?
When did the plague first appear in Sarek?
Oh, I couldn't say for sure. Perhaps the alchemist Nalene would know. I can tell you that I started feeling ill a few days ago, after I drank the Molborn curative. She said that would happen. You have to get ill to get better, the Molborn said.
Tell me more about the Malborn.
Such a polite young woman, that Nostrum Breva. Claimed they were here to provide the help the tribunal refused to give. They have a curative for the plague, you know. Vile stuff. But the best medicine always tastes terrible, my mother always said.
Alright, goodbye. Alright, I'll head up to the next house. Kind of
Uncle,
interesting.
are you alright?
Sending an assassin to,
You look so pale. No wonder my brother wouldn't let me come by to visit.
Don't worry about me. I'll be back on my feet in no time. But what about you? Your brother said that neither of you had taken the curative yet.
Uncle, I'm not sure about these Molborn, and their curative sounds too good to be true, but don't worry about me. Just take care of yourself.
I see Arona has conscripted a new soldier into her private army.
I'm trying to help find her brother.
Is Dithesum missing? He was by yesterday for a visit. I know he had other stops to make. He did seem concerned about the Molborn, though. sealing themselves in their quarantine, no longer providing the curative. It made him furious.
Is there anything we can do for you?
My niece's visit was more than enough. I feel better already. Besides, I've overcome worse ailments than a queasy stomach and a bad cough. I'll be fine.
Can I ask you a few more questions?
Well, a good conversation is like a hot bowl of guar liver soup. It soothes the aches that ail you. What did you want to ask?
When did the Malborn arrive in town?
Well, I think it was 12 mornings ago. The day the wild Nyx got into the brooding elf's trash receptacles. Nostrum Breva had the quarantine up in a matter of days. Then she started distributing the curative.
What can you tell me about the plague?
They call it the Lodos Plague. Maybe Vivek knows where it came from, but I certainly don't. I can tell you that it's going to have to try harder if it really wants to kill me. Or turn me into some kind of monster, if you can believe the stories.
Are you really Aaron's uncle?
I am a blood kin of House Redoran, if that's what you're asking. More a third cousin twice removed, if you want to be specific. But I've been close to Erona and her family since she and Dithisum were children.
Alright, goodbye. Alright. Onward to the next house.
Grell! Grell, are you in here?
I feel terrible.
What's wrong with you?
There are torch bugs in my eyes.
I'm here to help you.
The Malborn smell like Daedra. Brave little Scrim, do you know how to swim?
Not seeming very good.
By the tribunal! Grell! Poor Grell. What in Oblivion's name happened to him? Let's get out of here.
Still somebody I need to talk to.
The sicker people get, the more incoherent they become, and now it looks like the rumors are true. The Lotus Plague does turn people into monsters. I don't think we're ever gonna find my brother.
Maybe we should pay a visit to the Malborn quarantine.
The quarantine? I guess it makes sense that Dithisum would want to go see what the Malborn are doing in there. And I've yet to see any evidence that the curative works. All right, if you want to go to the quarantine, I'll go with you.
Tell me what you know about the quarantine.
The Malborn set up the quarantine around the old graveyard. In the beginning, they were letting people inside and freely distributing the curative. But they closed the front gate a few days ago and haven't responded to any of our requests.
Any ideas on how we can get in there?
Dithisum provided them with the old graveyard key when they first arrived, and I've seen Malborn coming and going through the back gate. If we go to the back gate, I'm sure we can get one of the Malborn to let us inside.
Alright.
Of course they will. You'll be fine.
If it doesn't work, you should know I've
Don't
always...
say it. There's a cure. There has to be.
Look, it's just like I told you. The Malborn are using the back gate. Let's see if one of them has the key. Hey! What are you idiots doing? Do we look like plague husks to you? Did you see that? They attacked us. And for no good reason. Let's find the key and see what the Malborn are hiding in there.
Careful.
Look over there. That's one of the
You
Malborn.
have to open those gates
One of the
eventually.
husks must have
What
gotten
are they
them.
up to in there? And why won't they let me get a look at their curative? Oh, sorry. I didn't see you standing there through the haze of my indignation. Can I help you? No, wait. You can help me.
How can I help you?
I'm the town alchemist, and I want to get a sample of the Malborn curative. They refused to give me any. Proprietary formula, they said. Well, I want to figure out what's in this miracle elixir. I don't trust anything labeled proprietary.
You want me to get you the curative?
Do you always skip ahead in the story? No one has an iota of patience anymore. But yes, I need a few bottles of the curative. I'm sure you'll be able to find some inside the quarantine. Then we'll see what's in this proprietary formula.
Very well. I'll try to get you a few bottles of the curative.
Just watch your step in there. I don't trust these Malborn or their good intentions.
Can I ask you a few questions?
As long as you promise to collect the curatives as soon as we're done, ask away.
What do you know of the Malborn?
Not much. They say they're here to help, but they certainly don't act like any charitable caregivers I ever met. I don't trust them. Which is why I want to find out what's in the curative they're pushing on the populace.
Tell me about the Malborn curative.
There's not much to tell. They claim the elixir is a cure for the Lodos plague, but I haven't seen anyone recover from the illness yet. But I could tell you more once you get me a few samples of the curative to examine.
What do you do in town?
I'm an alchemist. I took over for Arnis when he retired. I also have a bit of training as a healer. Before the Malborn arrived, I was the one the townsfolk came to see when they got sick.
Alright. We'll try to get her 5 bottles of the curative.
By the 3, this place chills me to the bones. Let's see if we can find my brother and then get out of here.
Don't come any closer. I don't want you to get the plague.
What are you doing here?
I'm waiting for my next dosage of curative. 1 or 2 more doses, and I expect to be back on my feet in no time.
I feel wrong. Not just sick. Something's very wrong.
As soon as I get well, I'm
I'm going to join the Malborn. I want to help others, just as they helped me.
Thisam, my brother, what happened to you? By the three, I fear the plague consumes you, brother.
Verona, what are you doing here? It's not safe.
The Malborn attacked us, and the afflicted are turning into plague husks. Oh, Thisam, this is dreadful.
The Malborn is spreading the plague. For some reason, they want everyone to become afflicted. They're not healers. They're monsters. The Lodos plague. I have no idea why. But it's clear to me that the Malborn curative is actually the source of the disease. Whatever they're planning, you have to stop them.
You need a healer.
That's not important. Get my sister out of here and stop the Malborn. Destroy the so-called curative and put an end to that mad woman, Nostrum Breva.
I don't think Ariana will leave your side.
Then convince her. I'm too far gone. I don't want to become one of those things and hurt my sister. Besides, she's a Redoran. She has a duty to the Cirque and its people.
Alright, I'll talk to her.
I knew you'd understand. Convince her to leave without me. I don't want her to see what happens next. I acquired some of the Malborn poison. A death of my choosing is better than turning into a monster.
Is my brother ready? I need to get him out of here.
Your brother decided to stay here.
That's ridiculous. Why in the world would he want to stay in this dreadful place? I won't hear another word. He's coming with me, and we're going to make him better. He's not gonna die. He's not.
He doesn't want to take the chance of hurting anyone. We need to honor his wishes.
Stop making sense, damn you. And damn him. And damn the Malborn. All right. Just give me a moment to say goodbye. Don't do this, Thisam. The Cirque needs you. I need you.
Oh, little sister. The Cirque will be fine. And so will you.
Damn you, brother. I'm going to miss you, but I'll do as you ask. And you, meet me outside after you've dealt with these Malborn bastards.
Thank you for letting me end this my way. Verona will be fine. Now, let me do this before I turn into a damn monster.
All right, we're done here. Pack everything up. We need to regroup with the other Maulborn cadres and deliver this plague to the rest of Deshaan. The next one of you to drop a cask gets fed to the plague husks! Remember that our mission is sacred. Soon all of Morrowind will know about the Maulborn. Don't dally. We have a schedule to keep. We need to get these crates to Narcissus as soon as possible. Be careful with that! You can't stop the Maulborn, you fool! We are the cleansing fire that burns across Morrowind!
Were you able to acquire any samples of the Maulborn curative? I'm really curious to see what the elixir is made of.
Here you go, but I'm pretty sure this elixir won't cure anything.
I've been watching the townsfolk who received the curative and came to the same conclusion. But I'll be able to tell for sure after I analyze the elixir. Take this. It isn't much, but I'm sure you didn't have too much trouble in there. Thanks for your help. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some alchemical wizardry to perform.
My brother is gone, and I fear that my uncle doesn't have much longer. This plague, it's taken so many good people.
Your brother made his own decision.
And it was a bad one. Just when we need guidance and leadership the most, he left Ser Camorra without a consul.
No, he didn't. You're here.
Me? Yes, you're right. I have to be strong for the Cirque. Dethesum was still a swit, though.
I dealt with Malborn production facilities, but I think their plans go way beyond Sick.
That's the same conclusion I reached, but at least the Cirque is safe, for now. Here, take this, for helping me find my brother and expose the true nature of the Maulborn. The Maulborn have been dealt with, but I could use a little more of your help if you don't mind.
Of course, what do you need?
It's my uncle. He's still ill, and his condition has taken a turn for the worse. Nalene is working to develop some kind of treatment, but she could use your assistance. She can't work at her alchemy table and also gather the components she needs.
What should I do?
Talk to Nalene. Let her know I ask you to assist her. She can be a little aloof, but she'll tell you what she needs you to do.
Alright, I'll talk to Nalene right now.
Yes? It's nice to see you again, of course, but I am kind of in the middle of something here.
Arona said you needed some help.
Did she? Well, I suppose I do. There are a few additives I require, but I can't very well walk away from my table while Ornis and the rest of the townsfolk need my skills. Even this interruption can prove disastrous where alchemy is concerned.
What additives do you need me to acquire?
I need Kind's Heart healing herbs, sour milk tea, and dragon scale mushrooms. The innkeeper usually has healing herbs. Grell Flan loved sour milk tea, and Sorel Tadas had a taste for exotic mushrooms. You should find what I need in those locations.
Alright.
It's times like these when I wish I had more help around here. Is there something I can get you? Well, I might have some around here someplace, but Kind's Heart is very rare and valuable. I can make a fair bit of gold if I hold out for the right price. What? Why didn't you say so? Ornis has always been fair and pleasant to me, and he's a good customer. Please, take this. It's all I have left.
Alright, that was easy. Alright. 2 down, 1 to go.
Where did you go to get those ingredients? Windhelm? No matter, you're here now. Were you able to acquire everything on my list?
I think so. Here's what you asked for.
Healing herbs, dragon scale mushrooms, sour milk tea. Yes, it's all here. I need to stay here and monitor my patient's condition. Go over to the alchemy table and mix those ingredients together, please.
Alright, let's examine the notes first. Right?
You did it? Well done. I never doubted you for an instant. Now, let me have the mixture, if you please. This appears to be perfect. I truly am impressed. Now we'll see what happens and leave the rest in the tribunal's hands. Our friend has done well. I'm not sure this will cure the plague, but it should at least slow down its progress. All right, that's it. Visiting time is over. Everyone out and let my patient rest.
I don't know how to thank you. Without your help, the Molborn would have destroyed the Cirque.
We did everything we could, and Aline seems to know what she's doing.
I know. His fate is in the Three's hands now, but he certainly has a fighting chance thanks to you. Here, take this. There's no way I can truly repay you for what you've done for the Cirque, but it's a start.
I'm happy to say that the suppressant works. It's not a cure, but it should buy me the time I need to find a way to beat the plague.
That's wonderful news. If I wasn't worried about spreading the plague, I'd kiss you right on the lips.
Alright.
Narcissus must hear of this. So the Molborn lied to everyone. I figured as much. This doesn't bode well for Narcissus, though.
Is something wrong?
Narcissus sent me to investigate Quarantine Cirque. Now that I know a mad cult is poisoning our people, I'm even more concerned. The Molborn are a menace.
There are more of these Malborn?
They're appearing all across Deshaan. Even Narcissus is in danger. I need to stay here and finish my investigation. If you're heading south, would you carry a message to guard Verilu at Narcissus? She needs to know what happened here.
I can do that. Always to get everyone.
When are the guards going to do something about our missing people?
I assure you, we're doing everything we can. We're stretched thin as it is, but orcs to the south, mercenaries camped outside by the lake, and now people are missing. I'm not sure how much more we can take.
Sounds like a lot of trouble.
You don't know the half of it. It's the damn Lodos plague. People are scared. Many have already fled Narsis to avoid getting sick. Of course, that's not what the remaining villagers believe.
What do the villagers think?
They think their families were stolen in the middle of the night. I've heard everything from a plot by the house leaders to elf-eating Bane King roaming the countryside. The Kin House is looking into it.
I have some experience with this kind of thing. Can I talk to somebody at the Kin House?
Speak to whoever you want. The Kin House is more concerned with the coming plague than searching for people who probably just ran away. But I'm sure a counselor will hear you out.
What do you think about all this?
I'm not paid to think about this. That's a luxury for someone of higher rank than me. I'll admit something seems off kilter. If only the house counselors would see it that way.
Could you help me out?
Did you come from the Cirque? We sent a guard over there to check on some disturbing rumors we've been hearing.
You're right, the Malborn are experimenting on the afflicted.
This confirms it. The Maulborn need to be wiped out. Thanks for bringing this news, Traveler. I'll inform the house leaders at once.
I've got what you need.
I told you. We're leaving this forsaken place. I'd rather... Wait. You're not my husband. What do you want? Narsis isn't safe, stranger. Not that House Hlaalu cares.
Why wouldn't House Hlaalu care?
Do the guards search for our missing people? No, because the house counselors don't tell them to. I'm not going to become a victim. That's why I'm leaving.
Is anyone looking for the disappearances?
No one does anything in Narsis if the Kin House doesn't command it. It's that large building over there. You can't miss it. Be careful, outsider. They might decide you're sick. Plague this, plague that. It's their only concern lately.
How do you fight something you can't see? It isn't fair. I can't cut the throat of the plague. I can't smash its bones. I can only wait until it fills me with its blackness and takes my life bit by bit.
Are you sick?
Me? No, not yet. I wait for the plague to find me. That's all we can do, isn't it? The house leaders debate how to keep the plague out of Narsis, how to protect us. Why do they even bother?
You don't think they can help?
They try, but the solution eludes them. We'll slowly fade away, one by one, as the plague takes us all. Gates can't stop it. We can't lock it out. Enjoy your last days, outsider, for the plague takes us all in the end.
I don't suppose you're here to buy a weapon. No, you probably just want me to fix another wagon wheel or something. Everyone just wants to get out of here.
People want to leave Narsis?
Look around. Narsis is practically deserted. The plague, the curse, whatever you want to call it, it's driving everyone away. Or maybe that crazy story the villagers chatter on about is true. I guess anything's possible.
What do you think is happening here?
I think the people are scared. And they should be. The Lodos plague rushes onward, and Narsis is directly in its path. If there's any truth to the other rumors, then I'm sure the House Counselors will deal with it.
Why did the guards allow them to camp so close to town?
I understand you were instrumental in
Worthless, the lot
crushing the
of them.
Daggerfall army at Davon's Watch.
And that's why we should seal the city. We can't allow more afflicted into Narcissus.
That makes perfect sense, old friend. But we can't cut ourselves off from the outside world.
If you truly care about our people, you'll seal Narcissus and be done with it. We can't take any more chances.
I'm sorry you had to witness that. My friend shows great concern for Narcissus, sometimes greater than my own. What can I do for you?
I'm curious about the rumors. Do people really vanish from the streets of Narcissus?
You'd think the entire town had disappeared the way everyone carries on. People are missing, but Giron has guards looking into the matter. For all we know, they fled to avoid the Lotus Plague.
Have the guards made any progress?
Very little. No one has actually seen any of these people leave Narcissus. And we don't have enough guards to follow up on every lead.
Perhaps I could help.
I usually don't hire mercenaries, but these are desperate times. If you can prove these claims aren't just fearful delusions, report back to me immediately. You'll be rewarded.
What were you and Giron arguing about?
Giron believes we must seal Narcissus to protect it from the plague. Narcissus is a center of trade, and such drastic measures aren't called for. Though I admit, visitors have been few due to recent events.
What do you plan to do?
I haven't decided. They say I'm not aggressive enough, that my indecision hurts Narcissus. Perhaps Giron is right. I just don't know.
What can you tell me about Narcissus?
Ah, Narcissus, my beloved city. At its peak, Narcissus was a vibrant center of trade. Merchants would come from far and wide to hawk their wares. Profits grew, and House Hlalu reinvested it in the city. That seems like so long ago.
Where's the rest of your house?
Most are back east, dealing with corruption inside Mournhold. Few want to enter a region ravaged by plague. But I won't give up. I'll weather this storm and lead Narcissus back to prominence.
Alright. Now we gotta go investigate the disappearance.
Did you hear about the Cirque? There is no cure.
I knew it. The Maulborn are as dangerous as the Covenant these days.
Why did the guards allow them to camp so close to town? God, worthless, the lot of them.
Have you seen my damned apprentice? The boy's later than usual today. With my luck, he's probably gone off and gotten the plague.
Your apprentice is missing?
I wouldn't worry about it. I whipped him for messing up our shipments, and he's probably off sulking. The boy claims it wasn't his fault that we received the wrong crates. Like I believe that. He needs to pay better attention.
Wrong crates?
They're stacked on the other side of the shed. Damn kids broke into them during the night, took whatever was in them and ran. If you want to pick through the broken crates, be my guest.
You're looking into matters that don't concern you, outsider.
Where's my husband? By Vivek's beard, if he's drunk and passed out somewhere, I'll leave without him. That no-good, useless piece of Kwama cattle. Oh, hello. You haven't seen my husband around, have you?
I don't think I know your husband.
Everyone knows my husband. Evis. If he hasn't borrowed something from you or finished off your Ashlake ale, then you're not trying very hard. He was supposed to be back hours ago. That lazy lout is late.
Any idea where he might be?
He ships our goods. He mentioned something about a botched delivery that he had to deal with. You know what he's probably dealing with. His thirst for ale.
Want me to look for him?
That would be a big help. I'm sure he's sleeping it off in one of the nearby houses. If you find an elf that smells of piss and ale, that's Evis. Tell him to hurry up or he's walking to Mournhold.
Right.
Please, I've told you everything I know.
One more lie and I make you stop talking. Permanently. Understand? I have no intention of letting an amateur screw up my investigation. Turn around and walk away. Now.
What's going on here?
You're interrupting my interrogation, that's what. And just as I was about to get to my favorite part. I have no quarrel with you. Not yet. So go away.
I don't think so.
Why is everyone in this town so damned stubborn? I'm armed to the teeth and dangerous as all get out, and you're not scared? Not even a little? Fine. You're lucky I don't feel like killing you today. Do what you will. Never mind. I'll do this another way. Know this, however. We've tracked shipments of the Lodos Plague into Narcissus, but we don't know what happened after they got here. Narcissus is in danger. Stay out of my way. You've been warned.
Could I have that letter back? I'd really appreciate it. Just give me that letter and let me go. No need to get involved in things that don't concern you, right? Please, let me go.
Who's Vox?
Vox? Never heard of her. Why would I be afraid of a Vox? Now, will you let me go so I can take my wife to Mournhold?
Oh, I can't intimidate.
Ha! That's hilarious. Let me go. You can tell the house officials to go lick a gua. They don't know what's coming. None of you do.
Get back on my feet.
Hey!
How could he be so stupid? I told him where to deliver the shipment, but he thinks he knows everything. That's why things get messed up. My apologies, just talking to myself, don't mind me.
What was that about shipments?
Nothing at all, don't mind me. Just a servant here. What's it to you, anyway? Why are you in my master's house?
Tell me about your master.
He's an important person in Narcissus. A writer. Writes all day, writes all night. But don't touch his journal. He can get frightfully angry.
What does he write?
How would I know? I sweep, I dust. I don't read. The master would never let me look in his journal. His room upstairs is off limits. I stay down here, cleaning, just as my master tells me.
back. I hope you're here to tell me that my people are just imagining things and everything is fine.
I have uncovered some disturbing information.
What's this? Notes? A journal attacked? Slow down. I've never heard of Vox. And the thought of someone smuggling Lotus Plague into Narsis frightens me greatly. But where are the missing people? This news is very disturbing. I'm at a loss. People disappear into thin air and someone brought a plague into Narsis? That terrifies me. How could they even accomplish this without our notice?
What are you going to do?
I need to seal the city. No one gets in or out. I won't let any more of our people vanish. Will you perform one more task for us? To facilitate your mission, the guards have been informed that you may come and go as you please.
What do you need?
Find Giron Sadri. He's upstairs. He needs to know what you discovered. Do whatever he asks. I need to speak to the guards and prepare to seal Narsis.
I will find them.
So, half of Narsis must vanish and Plague must threaten the city before Ralden comes to his senses? And it takes an outsider to make him understand. Perhaps my friend isn't fit to lead anymore.
Ralden is going to seal Narsis. He asked me to talk to you.
Of course he did. Ralden hasn't been able to make a decision on his own in years. At least he's finally doing the right thing. As for you, I have something you can do.
What do you need?
The Maulborn are obviously involved. Any fool can see that. With the city sealed, all of the guards will be busy. However, you don't have those responsibilities.
What are you suggesting?
I suggest you slice a path through their camps by the lake. Look for anything that will tell us the location of the Lodos Plague. Return when you find something.
Alright, sounds easy enough. Alright, there's another camp over there. Here we got time.
Give up, do you? Before you ask, yes, I've been following you. No, I have nothing to do with the missing people or the plague, and no, I'm not here to fight you. That's out of the way. Feel better? Now let's talk about why Giron wants you dead.
Giron sent me to kill Malborn troops and discover their link to the plague.
Of course he did. Sending an overconfident outsider into camps full of Malborn certainly sounds like a day at the fair. And if they killed you, you'd never find out that he brought the plague to Narcissus, would you?
How do you know that?
I've been watching Narcissus for weeks. We even have an agent inside the kin house. Anything that enters or leaves Narcissus is tracked, and those broken crates had Giron's name written all over them. The question is, why? What have you discovered? This doesn't look good. There must be a reason why Giron wanted Narcissus sealed and why he wanted you dead. Get back there and find out.
Why are you helping me?
The organization I belong to does two things. Finds targets and eliminates targets. My target happens to be connected to the Lodos Plague. Our goals overlap. Let's leave it at that.
Who are you after?
Not your concern. Just remember what I told you. We're on the same side. And don't get yourself killed, hero. Narcissus needs you.
What organization do you belong to?
Sorry, we don't know each other well enough to get that personal just yet. Trust me, though. We both want to stop the Maulborn.
You're back. We need to talk. Ralden isn't here. He and Giron left some time ago. And Giron's connection to the Maulborn makes me a little concerned.
How do you know that?
Let's just say I'm well informed. I've suspected the connection for a while, and his abduction of the Counselor confirms it. My associate and I tend to avoid situations not covered by our contracts. Still, we might be able to assist one another.
Where's Giron?
I don't know. I only know what the reports tell me. Giron probably took Ralden somewhere secluded, far from prying eyes. Narcissus is sealed. Villagers are missing. Crates of Lodos Plague arrive in the night. Now you discover the plague intensifies when it festers inside a corpse. Makes you wonder about Giron's plan, doesn't it?
Any ideas how to find Giron and Ralden?
Reports tell me that a group of villagers have decided to take matters into their own hands. I don't condone their actions, but they might have information. Find the Argonian called Slips Through Fingers. She can lead you to them.
Why would she help me?
I have a feeling she's going to want your help. Tales of your exploits already spread through Narcissus. Find the Argonian, and I'd wager that before you say a word, she asks you to meet with her companions.
Alright, I'll find Slips Through Fingers.
Why do I always drop things when I'm in a hurry? Keep your voice down and act like you're helping me. I can't go into details, not here, but I know you've been trying to find the missing people for House Hlaalu.
You know who I am?
Don't ask questions, just listen. We know where our people are being held, including Counselor Ralden. Follow the clues in the pack. I'll see you at the meeting place. Not here. Just look in the pack.
We know where the missing villages are, but we need your help. Due to the lockdown, no one can leave Narcissus except you, that is. Yes, we know all about your special disposition the Counselor gave you. We'd like to speak to you, and please understand that we need to keep our presence hidden. We couldn't just leave directions lying around for the house guard to find. Instead, we give you this. Don't look to the sky, don't look to the sky, follow the star. She provides the key, she will guide your way. Follow these directions, and we will speak soon.
House Hlalu wants us to believe that our friends and family left Narcissus without saying a word, but we have proof that they were abducted. And what does Hlalu do? Nothing. They seal Narcissus and refuse to let us act. No more waiting. We'll save them ourselves. We'll bring the abducted villagers home.
You found us. I apologize for my earlier abruptness. We heard you confirm that our people were taken.
What's going on here?
We're tired of waiting for House Hlalu to act. We know where our people are being held, but because of the lockdown, we can't go get them.
You know where the missing villagers are?
I watched the Malborn abduct my egg sister. I saw where they took her. I saw Counselor Ralden and Advisor Giron go to the same place. You have to help us.
What do you want me to do?
I doubt the guards will try to restrain you. You can come and go as you please. Speak to Madras. Let him tell you our plan. You must help us. I need my egg sister back.
You must be the one Slips told us about. She said an outsider was hired to find our people. That's a strange thing for an outsider to do, even for Hlalu Gold. What are you really up to?
I'm trying to help. Counselor Ralden has vanished too.
So that's it. Hlalu's leader disappears and they finally decide to take action. I don't give a damn about Counselor Ralden. I just want our people back.
What do you intend to do?
Act. We'll get weapons, ignore the lockdown and rescue our people. If anyone tries to stop us, we'll cut them down. Are you going to help us or not?
I know you want help, but attacking the guards...
I don't want to fight them. They have their orders, but they're wasting time. Every second that passes is another second our people remain in danger. Sometimes you have to resort to drastic measures to save the ones we care about.
If I help you, I may lose the support of House Hlalu.
I know this isn't an easy decision, especially for someone who has no stake in this. But I have to know if you're going to help us. We could use someone with your skills.
Alright, I'll help you.
We need weapons. We can't fight the Malborn with our bare hands.
Where can I get weapons?
Steal them. The House Hlalu armory has everything we need to launch a full assault. If you really want to help, that's what we need. Get me the weapons. Then we'll tell you where the Malborn hold the missing villagers. You look like you can handle yourself in a fight. Prove yourself, and you can come with us when we launch our rescue mission.
What do I need to do?
Speak to Seron Denalu, the smith. He has a plan to distract the guards. This will give us enough time to get in and grab the weapons. Do what he tells you.
Alright, I'll seek him out. Alright, I think this is where we're gonna end for today, because I have a feeling if we push much deeper into this, we'll be here for a while. So this is, I think, a good stopping spot for us. We'll pick up with this next time. I want to thank everybody who joined us for watching. Hopefully this should be up on YouTube on Friday. I probably have last week's and the week before's to edit as well, so I'll try to get all of them up this week. I don't know if I'll have the Outer Worlds video done, but I'll try to get that done as well. And as I was discussing in our live stream yesterday, in that there may be a delay in more videos of the Outer Worlds and us moving on to our videos of Shadow of the Tomb Raider. With everything that's going on, I've been super busy at work and just exhausted and not really in the mood to do anything when I get home other than grab a bite to eat and go to sleep. But I will try to continue to work on videos so we can at least finish the Outer Worlds and possibly start Shadow of the Tomb Raider. If not, definitely we'll be here every weekend, Saturday, Sunday, with our live streams, our Minecraft ones on Saturday, and our weekly ones like this every Sunday. If it does look like I'm not going to be able to do videos during the week, I may add a day or two during the week to do live streams as well. Just to keep stuff going. The channel is still going. It's just I do all this all by myself, and it's been getting kind of difficult to manage everything at the moment. But I do hope you enjoyed today's live stream. I know it's been a while since we played the Elder Scrolls Online. Definitely something I need to get in the rotation of games a lot more. But I enjoyed it. I'm going to look into purchasing the next expansion. Like we saw at the beginning of the stream that popped up. See how much that is and possibly add it to the collection. I'm going to do that right after I end the live stream. Take a look at that. I will definitely be on next Saturday, barring anything coming up, to continue our playthrough of Minecraft. I may jump on during the week, possibly Wednesday. Have to see, depending on how videos and that go. We may play more Minecraft then, but definitely on Saturday. And then join us here next Sunday for our next episode of our weekly live stream, which we will be playing. Looks like to my whiteboard we'll be playing The Sims 4. So a nice relaxing, fun game. And then after that we'll be jumping back to our Windows XP gaming machine playing Star Trek Legacy. I don't really remember. I remember getting the game. I remember trying to play it, not being able to figure it out, and just kind of putting it on the shelf and never touching it again. So it'll be interesting to jump back into that one. And then the week after that, we'll be playing Subcommand. It's a game I actually picked up or got recently from somewhere, but doesn't really play well on newer machines, so I haven't played that much of it. So we'll take a look at that. I have a feeling it's very similar to the Silent Hunter games, but we'll definitely take a look at that one. And then after that one, we'll be jumping into another relaxing game that we haven't played in a while, Farming Simulator 19. We'll be playing on that one. And then after that, I don't know. I have to look at what my plan out for the spreadsheet is. And I gotta update my whiteboard. But that's the plan for the next coming weeks. Definitely gonna continue playing Minecraft on Saturdays or throughout the week, maybe adding some more to it. I'm gonna work on trying to get more videos edited and hopefully collected for Shadow of the Tomb Raider and for the Outer Worlds, so we can finish the Outer Worlds, start our playthrough of Shadow of the Tomb Raider and all that. And being that Cyberpunk 2077 release has been pushed off another month, it'll be released in November, barring any further pushbacks. That gives us time to hopefully complete Shadow of the Tomb Raider. And that way, when it does get released, November, well, depending on world situations and that if I will actually be traveling over the holiday season. If I'm not traveling and I am going to be staying here, we will definitely be doing a lot of Cyberpunk 2077 on the live stream, because I'll have roughly 3 weeks off of work in December around Christmas and the New Year, that if I'm not traveling, I will be stuck here with nothing else to do. So we'll definitely be doing a lot more live streams of that and of Minecraft and that. If I am traveling, then that'll be pushed off till after the new year, which we'll see what happens with that, but I gotta wait and see on how things go, if I'll be traveling or not. I don't really want to because I have to fly. I don't like to fly to begin with, and now with all the new regulations and stuff that are going in on flights, I definitely don't feel like flying, but that's only if we're having families meeting up in one location. If they're meeting in another location and then that's a 2-day drive for me, and then I will definitely be going. But that's all months away, so right now I'm just focused on finishing the Outer Worlds and starting and finishing Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Once I get into it, it shouldn't take me too long to finish Shadow of the Tomb Raider. I just have to get the ambition to finish the Outer Worlds, finish those videos, and then collect all the Shadow of the Tomb Raider videos. Shouldn't take me too long to do. So I'll get through that, and then if I get through that before Cyberpunk 2077 comes out, then I'll find something to fill the space. There's a couple XP games that probably a lot of people haven't heard of that I'll do some episodes on that are relatively short. There's a couple other ones, a couple longer ones, and that, but that's all down the road. So stay safe, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Have a good week. Definitely going to try to post at least the weekly live streams up onto our YouTube channel during the week. Possibly the Outer Worlds video if I can get that edited and done. But other than that, I will see you next Saturday for our Minecraft playthrough or continuation. And as always, you can follow us on any of our social media there, scrolling across the bottom of the screen. Twitter.com/vault_deep is the best place to get updates on when I go live and other information. It's what I tend to update the most. Facebook.com/deepvaultgaming. You can follow us there. As I get more followers there, I'll start updating that page more often. It's not on my high priority list to update at the moment. And of course, if you want to support us in a more personal manner, help us grow here at the channel, patreon.com/deepvaultgaming. I've got 4 or 5 tier levels of support that you can provide, and all that support will go to helping us purchase new equipment to bring you more interesting stuff. We can move from PC console gaming to maybe some tabletop gaming, which is my plan for the channel, but with everything that's going on, that's gotten put on hold. But it also helps us continue maintain our machines and purchase the new games as they come out and the expansion packs as they come out. But yeah, thanks for watching us today. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon. Stay safe, and I will see you here next Saturday.